Good morning, my friends. It is Wednesday, the 13th of October. I am going to attempt to bring you a full day of eating today. I am working today. It's going to be very noisy around here. If you saw my weigh-in video, you already got that it's noisy around here because I was filming that while they were eating their breakfast. So I am going to try to just bring you a quick full day of eating. But it's not going to be quick because you know me, I like to talk. Plus, I have a lot of stuff to update you guys on and why I didn't do a weekend vlog and all that. So I am making breakfast right now for Doug and I. I have to get that in the oven. It is independent playtime here at Joni's house. Until all the kids get here, they just kind of play after breakfast. So we're still waiting for one to arrive. So they are building block towers while I am cooking breakfast. I will show you what I'm making. I am making a breakfast lasagna this morning. I've got my sausage and my potatoes going. I'm doing it with sausage instead of Canadian bacon this morning. Give it a try, why not? And I'm also using frozen potatoes, not fresh, because, well, it was a little bit quicker and I had this bag in the freezer. I do like to keep, I prefer the fresh potatoes, but I like to keep the frozen ones in there just for this occasion. And I threw them in the pan frozen, which I don't like to do because they take too long to cook. I like to thaw them first, but I forgot. So they are just the little square type of hash brown things that I'm using. And I think that's my last bag, and I forgot to order more from Azure. So, oh well. So I'll show you that when it's done. I've made this before. I will link that recipe below and the video if I can find it. I'll link all that below, and I'll be back to show you that when it is done. And hopefully while the kids are napping this afternoon, we can catch up and chat. Okay, just wanted to show you the breakfast lasagna. I mean, it's not lasagna like, you can see a little bit of layers, but it's actually kind of like a bowl, but it's very good. It's a huge serving. This is in an 8x8 and I do 4 servings. I could probably cut it down, but I am hungry this morning. Still trying to make up for all that fasting this weekend. So, now, if you make it the original way I made it, it's only 2 points, I believe, on purple, and green it's very high because of all the eggs. I'll link the original recipe below, of course. I made it different this time. I didn't use the Canadian bacon. I used turkey sausage, so it was 0 points for my homemade turkey sausage, but I used full-fat cheese. So this actually, the only thing I have to count is the cheese, and I used 5 ounces of full-fat cheese, so it's 5 points for this big serving, but I don't really think that's bad. So, like I said, I really probably don't need this much, but we'll see. So anyway, there we go. There we have it. I'm going to sit and eat this before it gets cold, and I'll talk to you in a bit. I brought out a plate of veggies for the chickens, and they're just circling it. They just don't know what to do. Oh, we have a little interest over here. Oh, maybe. The rest of them are just eyeing it suspiciously. Oh, somebody's getting brave. Okay, sitting down to have a little lunch and decided to do a little refrigerator clean out. These are leftovers from the other night. This is just some breast meat chicken. And yes, this is the chicken from one of the birds that we raised. So it's absolutely delicious. I just have about 3 ounces on there. And when I made it the other night, I also roasted some potatoes and carrots with it. So this whole plate is 0 points. I'll probably throw 1 point at it because I did use a little bit of olive oil on the chicken skin. I'm not eating any of the chicken skin, but I'm sure there's a little bit in there. I probably don't even need to throw a point at it, but it makes me feel better, so I'm going to throw a point at it. Now, if you're on the blue plan, you have to count for this little bit of potatoes. It's probably not even a whole point, but a point for the potatoes. And if you're on the green, you also need to add in your chicken. So that is my lunch today. I'm going to count it as 1 point, but essentially for purple, it is probably 0. And as soon as I'm done eating, I'm going to be back to just chat and catch you up with everything that's been going on. Okay, I finally have a few minutes to sit down and chit chat and catch you up on everything that's been going on. But before we do that, I just want to give a quick shout out to this video sponsor, Heaven Panty. As you know, a couple months ago, I teamed up with them for 6 months for their Panty subscription box. It's been so much fun. And the order came. So I wanted to just share that with you really quickly and just tell you a little bit about them. Once again, they are a Panty subscription. And like, how fun is that? When you feel good about yourself, when you're wearing things that make you feel good and make you feel pretty, you show that on the outside. And face it, we always think about ourselves last. And I know that's one thing I always thought about myself last on. You know, I'd be wearing the underwear with the holes in it or the stretched out elastic. Let me tell you, when you wear nice panties, you feel better about yourself. And Heaven Panty is a, like I said, monthly subscription. They have several different plans and it is very inexpensive. If you have bought any kind of underwear lately, you know that it's not cheap. So they have several different plans to choose from. I just pulled up their website to give you an idea. It's as low as $7.99 a month, and that is for one pair of panties, and it's billed every 2 months. If you don't want to pay in advance, you can pay monthly and pay $9.99. And let me tell you, if you've been to Victoria's Secret lately, you know they're $13 and up. So it's definitely a good deal. It's always free shipping. You have a personal stylist. You can choose which styles you want, which color family you want, everything. Totally customizable. You can do 1 pair or 2 pair. If you choose to do 2 pair, you can pay $16.99 a month, or if you pay in advance, it's only $12.99 a month. So it is a really good deal. The quality has been phenomenal. Now you can request a free pair first, and they send you a measuring tape, and you can really take your measurements and find out exactly what size you wear. Now I did find, well, when I took the little quiz about, you know, my style, they do ask, like in other brands, what size you wear, and I did find that I did have to size up in Heaven Panty from the Victoria's Secret. They come in little bags, and then these little bags come in another bag, and it doesn't say anywhere on it what it is, so it's very private. And I chose for my plan that they could send me any style or anything, and I think I chose like the neutral or the darker colors. I have gotten all different kind of styles, all different kind of patterns. I've gotten some beautiful, beautiful undergarments, and like I said, when you wear them, they just make you feel pretty and good. So I will share with you what I got this month, and I will put a link in the description box below to Heaven Panty, and you can check them out. But like I said, I do recommend sizing up. I wear a small or medium in Victoria's Secret, depending on the style. In Heaven Panty, I definitely wear a large. So this month, look how pretty. Aren't they absolutely beautiful, those floral? This is called the Flower Green Comfy and Seamless Thongs. And then I have the Pink Comfy and Seamless Thongs. So I got 2 thongs this month. And these are just plain pink. These feel like a little silky. So there you have it. That is what I got this month. And like I said, totally customizable. Whatever you choose is what gets sent. There is a money back guarantee. It has been a lot of fun working with Heaven Panty. So definitely check it out. I'll leave the link in the description box below. So thank you, Heaven Panty, for sponsoring this video. And let's get back to my day, and I want to talk to you about everything that's been going on in my life. Okay, let's chat. I got a bunch of emails asking where I was over the weekend because you know I generally do a weekend vlog. And I actually did film a lot of Saturday, but then things kind of went to hell in a handbasket and I never finished putting it together. So Friday night we played pinochle with my brother and sister-in-law, had a great time. And then Saturday morning was the day that we were going to process our meat birds. I did film. I did not film anything. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't film anything. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Can't think right now. Baby brain. These guys are crazy today. Everybody's napping right now. So it went very well. Jason is an amazing teacher. I was surprised at how easy it was to do. I was very concerned, but knowing why we did it, knowing where our food is coming from, it was a very humbling experience. And I'm going to tell you, I'll never think about the food on my plate the same way again. But it went well, and we definitely plan on doing it again next spring. Hopefully maybe a few more birds for the freezer, just so we can kind of, you know, keep it stocked. It was a great learning experience. It really was. That's about all I have to say. I do have footage of it. I'm not sure. Like I said, nothing that was, why can't I think of the word? What is going on with me? I don't want to use the word, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I didn't film anything that was like, yeah. Anyway, it was pretty cool. So that was Saturday. And then Saturday night, Jason and Michelle came over for dinner. I made lasagna and we were just having a really good time. So I didn't really film. And then Sunday started, we got up and went to church Sunday morning. I picked Adam up at the airport. Adam flew to Boston last weekend. I think I mentioned that, to see Grace and her family for the weekend. We picked him up at the airport Sunday, and I had to start my prep for my colonoscopy on Sunday. So there was really nothing to film because all I did was clean the basement all day. Let me tell you, my basement looks amazing. It kept me from thinking about eating because my last meal was 5:30 on Saturday. I couldn't have anything else until about 3:30 on Monday. So I was almost 48 hours without food. And I want to tell you a little bit about that later. Hopefully I'll remember. But so I really didn't do anything Sunday, but I did get a call Sunday that kind of rocked my world a little bit. You know, our best friends, Jeff and Krista, you've seen them on my videos. You've heard me talk about them a million times. They found out on Sunday, they were away for their anniversary weekend, and they got a call from their daughter on Sunday that she was being put in the hospital. She was having weird bruising and rashes, and she went to urgent care. Urgent care did blood work and immediately sent her to the hospital with suspected possible leukemia. She is 24 years old, very healthy. She's a runner, eats right. So put her in the hospital, transferred her to a bigger city hospital than she was at, plus closer. And it was confirmed that yes, she does have leukemia. Thank goodness it is the most curable kind of adult leukemia. So we spent pretty much all day Sunday while I was doing my colonoscopy prep, being in contact with Jeff and Krista and, you know, just kind of keeping up with them to find out what was going on because they really didn't get any major answers until Monday. And they came over here Sunday night to kind of, you know, just decompress and talk and things like that. So I honestly wasn't really in the mood for filming. So if you guys could please keep Caitlin in your prayers, I would really, really appreciate it. She is doing well. She is in the hospital for treatment. It is a very long treatment process, but with a very, very, very good prognosis. So we are very thrilled about that. And I just need to focus on supporting Jeff and Krista in any way we can, which is, a meal train and donations and things like that. So that's what we are working on here. What else? Oh, I had my colonoscopy Monday. That was the first one I ever had. It went very well. They did find one little polyp, popped it off, and they're sending it away, but they said it's, they're 99.9% sure it's nothing. So I'm good for 5 years. If you have not gotten a baseline colonoscopy, please go and do it. It is very, very easy. The hardest thing was the prep. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit. But go do it. It could potentially save your life. So honestly, there was zero pain. It was the best nap you'll ever have. The people at my doctor's office were the kindest medical professionals that I ever have encountered. I mean, and I've encountered a lot with infertility and everything else, and everybody's always been wonderful, but oh my gosh, these people were just unbelievable. So shout out to that office. And yeah. So let me tell you a little bit about what I discovered over the weekend while I was doing my prep. Okay, we have a little pause there, and as you can see, I have a little head next to me. Somebody woke up way, way too early because the cat was locked in the room where he was sleeping. Yeah, not good. So we have to now try to keep him quiet so he doesn't wake the rest of the house up. And it's hard because, he's awake now and wants to play. So he's snuggled on my lap. We'll see what happens. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I learned about myself with my colonoscopy prep. Yeah, I know, you're saying, what? So my last meal was 5:30 on Saturday. I had a very good dinner. I had a piece of lasagna, some salad, and a piece of bread. And then I had a 2-point chocolate cake for dessert. Everyone else I made homemade brownies. And I also made some peanut butter candy cake bars, and I made homemade ice cream. I did not indulge in the brownies because they're like 12 points. I did have my little 2-point cake, and I did have about a tablespoon, maybe 2, of my homemade ice cream. So I was very proud of myself for that. But that was the last thing I ate. And then so I woke up Sunday morning, and I'm always hungry when I wake up, but it usually dissipates, and it did. Went to church. Now I was allowed to have tea or coffee, I'm a tea drinker, with sugar, any kind of sugar substitutes in it, just no milk. And that was fine. I like milk in my tea, but I don't need it. So when I got home from church, when we got home from the airport, I did have some tea. And you're also allowed to have Jell-O or popsicles, but that's really not, I don't eat Jell-O. And I didn't have any popsicles made, and I really didn't want like popsicles from the store, so, and that's not going to fill you up anyway. It's just empty calories for me. So I did at lunchtime, I had just made some bone broth. So I had a nice warm cup of bone broth, and that was delicious. And it felt like I was eating lunch. It felt like I was having soup. I mean, all it was bone broth, but I had that. I drank a lot of water and a lot of tea throughout the day. And then at 3 o'clock, I had to start my prep. And there's so many different kinds of prep. I had what I thought was pretty much the easiest one. Like, I know when Doug had his, he had to drink some like really thick, chalky stuff. I had to do the Gatorade and Miralax prep. So for me, it was pretty easy. I just had to, where are you going, bud? I just had to, at 3 o'clock, I had to take 2 of the Docalax pills. And then I had to take those, and then at 4 o'clock, I had to take a 32-ounce Gatorade and put 7 capfuls of Miralax in it and drink that over the next hour. So from 4 to 5, I had to drink 32 ounces. That was the hardest part. That was a lot to drink. Then at 7 o'clock, I had to repeat that. And then, sorry. And then at, so that was it for the night. And, you know, no solid foods whatsoever. Then the next morning at 8:30, I had to repeat it again. 32 ounces of Gatorade and 7 capfuls of Miralax. And then after I was done that, I could not have anything else after 10 o'clock, like no liquids, no gum, nothing. So it went well. But I learned that I can go 48 hours without eating, and I was okay. Was I a little bit hungry at certain times? I was, but it's amazing how when you keep busy, I mean, you don't think about it, and when you drink, you don't get that I'm starving kind of feeling. When I was really hungry, like late Sunday night, but I went to bed. And I was really hungry early Monday morning, but once I drank all that, I was fine. Now, would I ever fast just to fast or drop weight? Absolutely not. But it was a nice, it was nice knowing that it was a good lesson. It was a good lesson for me in true hunger and head hunger. You know, so many times we're like, oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, I'm starving. Really? Am I really? Now I know what it feels like to be really hungry, to not eat for 45 hours. So it was definitely a good lesson for me. So after I was done my procedure, we went to the diner. And, you know, it could have been a great excuse. Like, oh, everything I just went through, I'm having a burger or I'm having something high point. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. There's no reason to do that. I just need food to fuel my body. I need some protein. Of course I want it to taste good. I haven't eaten in 45 hours. Okay. Oh, thank you. But I ordered an omelet, a mushroom omelet. Now, one thing I did do a little bit differently is I did have cheese in it. I normally do not get cheese, but I did have cheese in it because I had all my points. I had the home fries that came with it, and I also had 1 piece of toast. Well, they give you 2 pieces of toast. I ate 1 piece of toast. I ate half the home fries and about 2/3 of the omelet. So I didn't even eat that. As hungry as not eating for 45 hours, I still didn't eat the whole thing because I just didn't need it. I stopped myself because I was full. I was satiated. And I also didn't want to make myself sick, but I did not need the whole thing. So, I mean, I could have totally used the excuse, well, you haven't eaten in 48 hours and nope. So I was really, really proud of myself for stopping when I was satisfied and ordering something that I normally would order anyway, you know, not going crazy. So that was my experience. But like I said, if you haven't done a baseline and you're over 50, go do it because it may save your life. So I guess that's about everything I need to catch you up on, I think. That was all day Monday. Yesterday was just a very busy day with work. Very busy day. The baby, the littlest baby, did not nap. So I was like crazy trying to keep him occupied and quiet so as he would not wake up the house. And same with today. So you're all caught up, and I guess that's about it. Oh, I am going to link down in the, he's trying so hard to get his little face on this camera. Sorry, Bubby. I am going to link down below in the description box a video that my friend Jason made when he processed his meat birds for the first time. It's the whole process, how to do it and everything. I'm going to link that below. Watch it at your discretion. it's not, could you try again? He's playing with my iPad. God only knows what's going to be on this iPad when I am done here. You know, it's not, why can't I think of the word? Got baby brain. But it's a really good video and that explains the process and why we do it. So that's that. So I will link that below if you want to check it out. Like I said, it's not graphic. Graphic, that's the word, graphic. Yeah, I know. What are we doing, Bubs? He's cheering me on because I remembered the word. So anyway, I will be back to show you my dinner. We're having leftovers. I had breakfast lasagna, so for tonight, for dinner, we're having lasagna. So we're just gonna have some leftovers, and Doug has a haircut tonight, so that'll make it really easy. Thank you. He's got a lot to tell me. I just gotta keep him quiet. What else? Is there something else? I guess that's it. I gotta go clean up my kitchen from lunch. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll be back with my dinner. Okay, I am having a London fog latte this afternoon. I used just a little bit of the 1% milk, not a ton to make foam on top. So this is 0 points for me. It's 0 points on all plans, and it's still noisy here. I made my foam in my Milcia. I don't even know how to say it. Milcia? Little foamer thing. I love this. I do have it linked in my Amazon store. It works so well to make the foam. Okay, Doug is finally home from his haircut, and we are just about to eat dinner. And dinner tonight is leftover lasagna. So this is 5 points on purple. I forget the points on the other plans. I want to say 8, maybe. I'll have to look it up and put it on the screen, but 5 points on purple for me and 0 points for my salad. It's got some little bit of homemade ranch on there for 0 points. So that is my dinner tonight. Well, my friends, I am calling it a night. I am going to get cleaned up, kitchen cleaned up, and be done. You all know my friend Jason from The Average J. Well, him and Michelle stopped by to drop off a little gift to me, and I could not be more excited. The Downton Abbey Christmas Cookbook. Number one, I am like the hugest Downton Abbey fan ever. And number two, you know I collect cookbooks from TV shows, books, and movies. And I am so excited. I cannot wait to curl up in bed and read this, like, just read it, because that's how I read cookbooks. So I'm very excited. So Jason and Michelle, thank you so much. I absolutely love it. So that is my day. I know this video was all over the place with updates and chicken and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I would like to say I'll be back with a full day of eating tomorrow, but busy day here at the daycare. So I'm not sure. Breakfast is going to be the same as it was this morning, the breakfast lasagna. And tomorrow night is going to be some soup. So I'm hoping to be able to film for you. I'd love to be able to film a cook with me. Doubt that, but we're going to try. Have a great night, everyone, and I will talk to you all very soon.